Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I am a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset. I have been with Archer and Evolution Travel for 17 months now. I've been a travel agent for 9.5 years. So I've got a lot of knowledge that I can pass on to you newer agents. This training is on Pleasant Holidays. Pleasant Holidays is one of those that you do have to be here for a certain amount of time in order to be able to book with them. That period of time is a month. So once you have hit your month mark, you can go ahead and ask to be registered with Pleasant Holidays by using a supplier request form in the back office in your travel cafe. And you will get access via the Archer office. Pleasant Holidays has a booking system similar to Vax, where you can build your trip. They do hotels and condos. You can book just flights. You can book activities with them. If you book together and save, so flights and hotels, flight, hotel, car, flight, car, hotel, car, you can save some money for your clients as well. So let's just go ahead and do a booking with them right now, because I know I've seen something in my team chat about all-inclusives in the Caribbean for a younger couple. So I want to be able to give that information to our agents as well. So you're going to always put your leaving from the city or airport code. So I'm just going to use my local airport. And you can have multiple destinations as well in Pleasant Holidays. They make it easy for you to do that. But we're going to say Montego Bay, Jamaica. We're going to say departing in February. Departing February 8th, returning on the 15th, because they're going to want a week-long trip for this honeymoon. One room, 2 travelers. You can select direct or nonstop flights only. If you know that they are coming from an airport that's going to offer that to the destination. However, I would always leave that unchecked, because sometimes you can get a better deal if there is a connection. You can select your airline. And these are all the airlines that Pleasant Holidays works with: Air Canada, Alaska, American, Avianca, Bahamas Air, British Airways, Caribbean Airlines, Cayman Airways, Copa Airlines, Delta, Frontier, Inter-Caribbean Airways Limited, JetBlue, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, Southwest, Sun Country, United, Virgin Atlantic, and WestJet, based out of Canada. So once you have all of that input, you just click on search for flights and hotels. The search engine will do its thing while it checks for availability. You can also book insurance with the vendor for cancel for any reason protection, where your client would either get a full cash refund, which costs more to book, or a vacation credit, which costs less, and they would get a full credit based on their package, including airfare. This is also one place that you can book sandals if you haven't hit your 6-month mark. So you see that Sandals Ochi Beach Resort was the first one that came up. This is a bestseller resort. It's also all inclusive. So that information is going to be right underneath the resort name. Now, I know for a fact that they're looking for a cheaper resort price. So I'm going to filter these by price. So this seems like it would be right up their alley. So the Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica. It's an all-inclusive resort in Runaway Bay, Jamaica. The flights are included in the price. You can take a look at the flights and see what they look like. This is going to be on American Airlines out of Sioux Falls. And again, you're going to put your client's departure airport. So it's an 8 hour and 54-minute flight with layover in Dallas for the client. So it's about a 2 hour and 45-minute layover in Dallas. Now you can change this flight if you don't want that long layover on the way there and back. Or if you wanted to get them there earlier, you could change the flight to Delta in this case, and they would get into Montego Bay at 1:15 p.m. versus 4:50 p.m. on American. So you do have the option to change these flights. So we're just going to go with the departure flight, and we're going to take a look at the return flights. So this one doesn't look too bad. You do need to remember that you want to include about 2 hours for customs if they're coming back from overseas, which they will be doing coming back from Jamaica. So I don't like this connection in Dallas, so I'm going to look for a little bit longer connection. And it looks like this is going to actually be the best connection because everything else is an hour and 35 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes to get through customs, and that just isn't enough time. So this one being an hour and 40 minutes is going to be the best that you can do. So remember to try to connect your clients with a 2 hour layover. Okay, that is very important for any international flight that they're taking. You want a minimum connection time of 2 hours. And the reason for that is because security processing times at the airport are going to be different. Your clients are going to have to get their luggage as well and go back to the main ticket counters and recheck it and then go back through security. So I just had clients come back from Germany and they stood in the customs line for 2.5 hours and missed their connecting flight. Well, they let me know that, and I was able to get their return flight back into Sioux Falls changed for them without any problem. United had no problems changing the flight because it was a security delay. We would have had enough time because their flight was supposed to come in 45 minutes early, but that flight got delayed by the inbound flight. So they actually left 45 minutes later at their original departure time. So we changed flights for them. United had no problem doing that, and I was on the phone with United to do that. So that is one of the services that we provide to our clients, is to make sure that they're going to make connections. So in my flights training that is on my YouTube page, and I'll put that into the chat here at the end, you want to make sure that you are talking to your clients, staying in contact with them throughout their flights and when they land, in case something like that situation comes up where they're going to miss a connection due to security, due to delays, due to something. Now, if it's delays that are out of their control and you know about the delay and you know that they're not going to make it through customs or security, you can go ahead and call the airline and try to get the flight changed preemptively before the client even lands. I did that on their way to Germany. I knew they weren't going to make their flight in Frankfurt to Dusseldorf because of a delay in Chicago. And it was a delay on Lufthansa's part. So United reticketed the ticket for the later flight to Dusseldorf from Frankfurt, and my clients didn't even know there was an issue until I let them know via a message at the airport in Frankfurt that there was this issue and that I had to rebook them on the afternoon flight to Dusseldorf because I knew they weren't going to make their flight. So that's why staying up to date on your client's flight information is very important, and being mindful of when you're booking your clients' flights as well is very important when we're working with international flights, such as these packages. So it shows that this is going to be a junior suite superior, and you can click on the room details. This is going to have a balcony or a terrace for a relaxing evening. They've got a hydro massage therapy tub, AC, phone, hair dryer, coffee, tea maker, makeup mirror, mini bar, refrigerator, bathtub, sitting room, in-room safe, clock radio, ceiling fan, and bottled water in the room. So they've got everything a standard hotel room is going to have in there. Now, if your client wants to move to upgrade, if it's a special occasion or something, such as to an oceanfront room, you can do that in Pleasant Holidays, just like you can in Vax. So you would just upgrade them to the Junior Suite Superior Ocean, and that adds $112 a night. That increases the price to $46.42, or an average of $23.21 per person. Now you can keep the same flights, and you can change to the hotel if you need to as well, and look at different hotels. So you can see, you can compare all of your hotels right here in Pleasant Holidays like you can in Vax. Do you have any questions so far for me, Trina?
How did you get to that part?
To when I did the initial search.
To compare.
Okay, so when I went back from the initial page, I just clicked on change hotel. I said keep flight and change this hotel. And it brought back up the hotel comparisons. So it brought back up all the hotels. And then I just clicked on price and filtered it by price again. Or you can filter it by hotel name, location, or star rating. So if your customer is looking for a 4 or 5-star resort, you can click on the star rating here and you can compare it. So this one is 3.5 stars. So Sandals South Coast is going to be a 5 star. It's just not rated in Pleasant Holidays yet, but I can tell you from experience that it's a 5-star resort. That's because I am a Sandals travel advisor, a certified travel advisor with Sandals, and it is a 5-star resort. They just don't have it listed as that on Pleasant Holidays. Same thing with Royal Plantation. Anything that is Sandals is going to be 4.5 or 5 stars. So for whatever reason, Pleasant Holidays doesn't have the star ratings for Sandals and Beaches, and I'm not sure why. But I can tell you that these are 4.5 and 5-star resorts. Dunn's River is too new to have a star rating, but they have completely they did a complete renovation inside and out of this property when they reacquired it from the old management company, and it's taken them 2 years and they've just reopened it. So let's just see here. Zoteri Montego Bay is a 5-star resort. Let me see here. Strawberry Hill in Kingston is a 5-star resort. And this is a boutique hotel. So you can see the description and then get photos and more of it so that you can send those to your clients or use them as a mock booking. Okay, does that make sense? All right. There are other parts of Pleasant Holiday that I'm going to show you that you can use for marketing as well. They give us vacation deals as well that you can sign up for weekly. They've got our travel rewards incentive program that is exclusively for travel advisors, and you earn points for every booking that you make, and you can earn them for personal travel to any destinations offered as well. So that's a cool feature that Pleasant Holidays has for travel advisors. So right now they've got for the Caribbean Love is Sublime. They've got reduced rates, free nights, instant credit, resort credits, and more. So if you book this by the 24th of September for select travel by 4/30/24, your clients can get one of these packages and save some money and get resort credits or free nights, stuff like that on these adults only resorts. There's Mexico, there's Hawaii. Hawaii, there's a free 3-day mid-size car rental that's good for another 4 days for travel through 12/14 of this year. And they have great deals that they keep us updated on as well. Like, and you can book anywhere in the world with Pleasant Holidays. Japan and Asia, South Africa, Central America, South America. You could do Europe if you wanted to as well. So those are just some areas where you can find vacation deals. Now they do vacation rentals as well. So you can find condos, villas, suites, apartments, and homes on Pleasant Holidays. So this is another area that you can look at if your client is looking for a vacation home. Other than just Vacasa, Red Awning, and Plum Guide, and Expedia, which are the 4 that we recommend for vacation rentals, this is number 5 on the list, is Pleasant Holidays. You can find homes in Hawaii, the Caribbean, the US, Mexico. So they do condos, they do villas, and they do private residences. So you never know what you're going to find here on Pleasant Holidays. Let me see what else. All-inclusives, there's information about what an all-inclusive is that you can send to your clients. And again, they break it down into regions. So Caribbean, Mexico, Central America, and their partners. Now, just remember that there are no all-inclusive resorts in the United States, with the exception of one Club Med resort in Florida, and it is not truly an all-inclusive. So there are some things that are a la carte or pay on your own. So that does not make it a true all-inclusive. So if anybody asks you for an all-inclusive in Hawaii, you need to say, I'm sorry, but there are no all-inclusive resorts in the United States. All of them are located overseas in the Caribbean, Mexico, or Central America, Costa Rica and Panama specifically. They've got information about their destinations in here, all broken down. So if you got clients going to the island of Molokai, you can find information about that. Or you've got somebody going to Los Cabos or Cancun and Riviera Maya, you can find information about that. And you can send it to your client, or you can research it and make some recommendations based off of that. Pleasant Holidays also does groups. They do boutiques and traditional groups. So I would use both of them for my own needs because I am a groups expert. So if my consideration of a large group is 12 or more, boutiques are going to be smaller than 12. So if it was a small intimate wedding of 10 to 12 people, that would be considered a boutique group to me. Traditional group would be larger than 12 people, say like a high school trip or a college roommates trip or something like that, or a sorority trip. Something like that would be a traditional group to me. So if I have a group like that that's looking to book travel together, then I would go to Vax first, or I would go to Pleasant Holidays. And they would help me put together a package. Pleasant Holidays also has a cruise desk. They do have some deals. They do the Europe River and Ocean cruises in Hawaii, the Caribbean cruises, U.S. river cruises, Alaska and Great Lakes cruises. So if you've got somebody that's looking for something off the map and different in the U.S., a U.S. river cruise down the Mississippi would be a great cruise, or one on the Great Lakes would be a great cruise to suggest, because those are not as rough, for one. Two, they're unique and people get to see a side of the United States that most people wouldn't think about seeing, because they're seeing it from the viewpoint of a cruise ship going up and down the Mississippi River or wherever, the way the settlers did. So that's a unique tour that, and a unique offering that Pleasant Holidays has available for us. There is American Queen Voyages out there that does this as well, but Pleasant Holidays gives us some more options for those types of cruises as well. And finally, Pleasant Activities, they do excursions and sightseeing in Hawaii. So you can book activities in Hawaii for your clients, such as lava tube tunnel tours, adventures on the island of Maui. Everywhere else is open on Maui except for the western side. Um, Oahu has some wonderful activities like fire dancing and traditional luau's, and Waikiki, of course. So, I mean, Pleasant Holidays has a lot of different options for us as travel agents for us to use, and you can use these deals as mock bookings as well. They've got tools for faster service, so you can request a new quote, request a callback to make a payment, or you can make the payment yourself. Online, you can update flight information if needed. You want to make sure that you're getting the flight information for your clients correct the first time, because those change fees can add up. Usually there's a $75 change fee for any flight changes or name changes, and a lot of times names cannot be changed on airline tickets. So just remember that. And then you can, here under the tools for faster service, you can add cancel for any reason, travel protection. Over here on the right-hand side, it gives us featured deals that you can take a look at. You can select airport hotels in Europe and the US. You can subscribe down here to stay connected and get Pleasant Holidays weekly email delivered directly to your email. And just some different deals that they have going on. So some of their awards of excellence, they're a AAA Travel Partner of the Year for independent tours, Reader's Choice Award for Travel Weekly. They've gotten the Wave Award in 2023 for 3 different tour operators. So they're an award-winning company that we can work with. On Pleasant Holidays, we do get paid out 80% of commission, and commission is going to vary based on the vendor. But I believe it's anywhere between 12 and 16%. Do you have any other questions, Trina, about Pleasant Holidays? All righty. Let me turn off the recording here.